our live stuff. Looking live here. All right, sweet. Checking it out. Closing that. Make this the thing. Hey, everyone. Have a special vowel episode of the Dork List tonight. It is sometime in November 2024, and it has been quite a month. And let me get to good. Okay, this is all closed up. Just trying a different formation tonight. No rhyme or reason. Again, continuing the beta test that is this podcast. I have moved my recording area upstairs, and I'm okay. I am not okay. I'm okay, though. That makes sense, right? If you know, you know, in general. I had an EEG yesterday that was requested by a neurologist I finally saw 16 years after a bad car accident I was involved in. I was hit by a drunk driver, survived, thank God. The driver did as well. The other driver who hit me, who was drunk, also did. However, the after effects, the collateral shit, keeps on keeping on. And what I ended up noticing was that 16 years ago, the night I was hit, my short-term memory got very, very bad. And not surprising, that's trauma. And about 8 years ago, I was diagnosed with anxiety. 4 years ago, confirmed a diagnosis for ADHD as well. And just sort of kept getting convinced, or convincing myself that it was my, the ADHD that was causing some short-term memory issues, forgetfulness, tripping up on names, misremembering words, that kind of thing. And long story short, it turns out it's actually aphasia, and preliminary results today from the EEG I had yesterday, 16 years after the fact, 16 years after I was asked to get one. But I was in my 20s. I didn't want to do anything back then. Didn't know what it was for. Confirmed for some epileptic stuff, and have a bunch of follow-up appointments for that. It's just been a day of stress cleaning or relief cleaning. I don't know. It's good to have answers. It's terrifying. It's scary. It's relieving. Confusing, infuriating. All this on top of the election, and it's just been a lot. I feel we're withdrawn is a good word, but not a bad way, just sort of tuning in, kind of processing. So this is a stretch for me. I keep forgetting this is live. It's probably better that I forget that it's live. I already have another episode recorded from my writing buddy, Emelinda, who, since she and I recorded a couple weeks ago, her episode, F, she's had amazing news on top of that. So before I post that one, I'm going to reach out and see if she wants to circle back, add to it, redo it. I don't know. It's just a kind of a gut feeling, and she and I are really good about our gut feelings. Yeah. Have not had my nails painted in an eon, and I don't have all the colors left. It's just a bunch of the same ones I always use, and I'm okay with that. Leave me be. Going for it. I think I definitely jumped the gun on like purchasing the podcast website, because as soon as I did, like I have all these awesome folks lined up for interviews, for chatting, for whatever. Just all the medical stuff sort of came to a head, and just I've lost steam for it, but it's still there, and I still have a ton of content to go through. And some of the episodes are going to be both, you know, the interview with a person who isn't just me, and video plus audio on Buzzsprout. So this will be available on this overhead only interview with myself is going to be available immediately on YouTube because you're watching it. But I'll rip the audio tonight. I don't want to edit. That's the thing. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to just take something off my plate. And for me, that's editing. And maybe that is where it's just my YouTube channel, but I call it a podcast because I don't edit the live streams unless there's something. Well, no, I've never done that. And I'm okay with that. And I'm just remembering now that painting my nails is one of the ways that I can ground myself, which I like. But I'm definitely ready for some more colors. And as soon as these are quasi-dry, I'm going to pull 2 cards, one from an oracle deck and another from another oracle deck. And I am just going to do a drawing, kind of a mashup of those two. So we'll see what happens, but I'm also going to be... Oh God, it's so dark out. I just looked at the time. It's not even 8 p.m. Eastern, and it's nighttime dark right now. So the other reason why I want to do this right now is no matter what time of day I record or interview someone or have a live stream video, I am tapped out at the end of it. So why the hell not do it right before I go to bed? Yeah, why not? Wag the dog. And speaking of dogs, we started fostering and ended up adopting. So we are not fostering right now. We are just acclimating our new baby girl to our home. And this stuff is so gross. That's just murky. I like it though. There we go. So hey, this is going to be a podcast episode, and if anybody is ever watching, well, while I'm recording live, AMA in the chat, I will ignore the questions in the order they were received if I don't notice them or feel like it. Otherwise, I will take note of any questions about reading cards, freelancing, medical diagnoses, compounded with a spouse who's going through their own medical diagnoses, and we're working on figuring all that out together and with our dogs. Alright, so I have the rough coat on. Done. I'm bored with that. Except the pinky. The EEG, I had to be there. It was a 10 a.m. appointment. I was asked to arrive by 9:30, like check in at 9:30, no later. So we left our house at 9. However, for the purposes of the test, they did ask me to be sleep deprived. So the specific instructions were I had to sleep get to sleep by midnight the morning before, or night before, whatever. However, I couldn't sleep past 4 a.m. They only wanted me on 4 hours of sleep. And it turns out I am not pleasant when I'm sleep deprived. But so I set my alarm for 4, woke up immediately. I'm a light sleeper anyway. But thank God for the time change, because it was really only 5 a.m. And when I have anxiety, I do wake up at 5 a.m. anyway, whether I'm tired or not. And I try to stay in bed and get back to sleep. But sometimes a creative project happens because I don't know how else to spend that anxious energy, and I don't want to just lay there dreading something that may never happen. But or if I'm in physical pain, that's a different situation. But I woke up at 4, snoozed until like 4:12, and then got up as quietly as I could. Had the forethought the night before to put my laundry basket in the laundry room out of our bedroom, so I wouldn't have to disturb any of the dogs while I was like, getting that through the like narrow spaces where the dogs sleep near my laundry. Hard to explain if you don't know our house. Good enough. We'll see if this holds up. It's not quick dry, so that was a good choice. That's okay. Let me put this. Nope, the puppy's gonna get it. Okay. I guess it's just gonna go right there. Finished painting the face of our fireplace. I've just been trying a bunch of different colors on these nice faux rocks and bricks that are on the fireplace around. So this time it was white, and it's got some blue and gray peeking through, which I like because I didn't coat it very thick. But I did use chalk paint. Oh, hello, Earth. I did use some chalk paint. So it's just got a nice matte texture. All right, let me put that away. Cool. And then what? I watched the My Little Pony cartoon because it's really sweet but so annoying, and it kept me awake because I couldn't look away from it. But I painted the fireplace for like 45 minutes, so that got me to almost 5 a.m. I couldn't have any caffeine though from 9 p.m. the night before, so that sucked. I don't feel like looking at that card. That's not the one I want to draw. I'm going to be nice and picky about what no, maybe not. Oh, I liked this one. Cool. Oh, very good. Snow. Nice. I like that. So then finally, and then I definitely did fall asleep a little bit on the couch, even though I was supposed to stay awake, probably for like maybe 10 or 11 minutes. Then I put on, I think I watched Supernatural for a bit. I did some coloring, some drawing. I had some like toast. But that's how I did whatever I could to stay awake during the preparation for this EEG. And my husband dropped me off, and I got in, and they were shorthanded, unfortunately. So there was not a huge line. It sounded like it was a huge line for them, waiting to just get checked in at these digital kiosks. So it was a little chaotic, but still went pretty quickly. I got checked in. I almost had a nap in the waiting area. And finally, the EEG person, she came back and said, "Erica?" And I stood up. She didn't say my last name or anything. I wasn't sure. I wasn't 100% was me, but I was 51% sure she meant me. And I walked back with her. She didn't say anything to me, and it was like this long, like endless hospital hallway. It was an outpatient procedure. And she just kept walking. And I'm laughing about it now, but I think it's because it was actually really triggering to be back there. And it was even, I was surprised. I had forgotten. I have a really vivid memory of getting a hospital bracelet when I was a kid, like a little kid, like 4, maybe 3 or 4. And just like as a kid, I felt special, but the more I kept looking at it, the more I hated it because I was in the hospital for a while. I don't remember what it was for, but I just remember that bracelet made me feel like sick. Like I didn't like bracelets. Maybe that's why I don't wear bracelets now or watches or anything. I just don't like stuff on my wrists. I mean, that could be a bunch of neurodivergence and stuff too, but it just like marked me as, oh, she's special, but because she's sick, like she didn't. So that even just getting the little waiting room bracelet thing on, coated in plastic, like laminated when the seams were sealed down, it was not very different from how it was, what, 40 years ago. Maybe that one. Let's pick one in particular. Litter the Young, there's a contender. I'll pull 3 cards and pick my favorite. I'm just going to do a mashup drawing of a snowflake for rest and contemplation. Oh, I didn't even look at the meaning of that. Oh, I like that. I'll actually take a closer look at that in the book. This is a card from the Green Witch's Oracle deck. And I just loved the illustrations of it. Green Witch's Oracle deck. There's a book of the same name, except, well, Green Witches, the Green Witch book or something. I can't remember what it's called. And this is, pardon me, Trash Animals Oracle. This is probably one of my new favorite decks for so many reasons. It's as amazing as it seems. All right, this one popped out. The Subway. Action and determination. No, I'm not feeling the city right now, so let's do... Oh, that's cute. The Pack, courage and influence. Oh, still no. No, not that one either. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'll find it. And anyway, when I got into the alluring smell, that's cute. I'm feeling raccoony today. When I got into the little room, there was a hospital bed. And she's like, okay, get on the gurney. That's just, that word totally threw me off. But she's like, have you ever had this procedure before? And technically I have, just because of where I used to work. We were each other's guinea pigs when they would be running functional MRIs or an EEG on during language tests and just, you know, spelling tasks and all that. But oh, that's cute. I hadn't seen that one yet. I haven't seen all these cards. This is fantastic. But, oh, that's cute. Groundhog. I love this little creeping raccoon. It's perfect. Oh, pig. It's so cute. This is great. So I told her that, and she's like, okay. And that was like the last thing she said for me, said to me for about an hour and a half. But the purpose was to have me, there was a functional EEG where in the beginning, she did ask me to tell me, like tell her some basic info about myself while it was recording. And I did. She asked what brought me in today. And I don't know if that was just conversational or part of the testing. I'm guessing it was part of the testing. So, yeah, I think that's the winner. So I did it. I told her, and then she's like, okay, if you're done, you can fall asleep now. I'm like, all right. And then I fell asleep, and I was in and out, but there was some deep sleep stuff, and I don't remember much else of what happened. Oh, I didn't even look what this was. The intuition, sacred knowledge. Oh, this is actually a really awesome card combo I needed to hear tonight. And I'll talk about why while I'm sketching, I think. Yeah, let me pull out the books from both. Little guidebooks. So what was interesting about getting the EEG results so quickly, as in today, was that originally I was told it takes 10 to 15 days after the EEG for the results to get to my chart. Literally, it's called my chart. And also it took, and then I was told yesterday that it would take somewhere between 5 and 10 days to get the results. And again, it was just sort of like the table of contents results. Not anything formal. And I still have a bunch of like follow-up visits to schedule with my medical team. Some I haven't even met yet. So where am I going to put these that they are visible to everybody? Right there. That works. Adjust my camera a little bit. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay, cool. Get out of my own light. Cute. Did I just hit something? Probably. Okay. Just had to move my keyboard a bit. And so, in conclusion, I don't know what I'm doing. With the original suspicion from a neurologist I saw, the one who ordered this EEG that I had yesterday, his concern was he just wanted to rule out absence seizures, which I am learning are very similar to just spacing out, looking blank, staring into space. Like, I guess it happens more often in kids than adults, but it does happen in adults when there's been a traumatic brain injury, which I've had. So that's something. All right, so I'm going to start with the darkness here as a background, and I don't really know what colors I've got lined up here. I'm just going to kind of go with what happens, but I see a lot of purpley stuff. Sharpened most of these earlier, but I just feel this blue right now, whatever this is. Aqua. Cool. I'm good at purple in there. So I was asleep in this dark room. She had finally turned off the lights, and it was real kind of rough in the beginning because it started with flashing lights. She was like, okay, you don't have to, she was like, I do want your eyes to be closed, but there's going to be a series of flashing lights. Do not look at them, but just know that they're going to be coming. So it was like seeing it through my eyelids. It actually hurt. It hurt like instant headache, each flash. It's like a micro headache in that moment. And I didn't love it, but it was over. It was just really uncomfortable for me. Don't know what that was for. I don't need to know, but I'm curious. And then, let's see what this one does. Oh, nice. It's like a pink that makes it look more, what's the word? Purpley. Lavender. Chaos mode engaged. I don't know where the dogs went. So I got all these blinky lights. And then she asked me to tell her my name, my birth date, that kind of stuff. I'm guessing just like similar to what I saw on television as a lie detector test, just sort of the baseline questions. Date of birth, do you know where you are? Do you know what year it is? And I'll be damned. I had to think for both of those questions because I couldn't remember the name of the hospital I was in. And I just did my best guess of like the town I knew I was in and the insurance, or not insurance, but the practice that I knew my insurance was in under. Like, so I knew that was the name of it, but I don't know, like, you know, the Wawa General Hospital. I didn't know the actual name of it. I did the best I could. So, but that's par for the course. That's kind of just what it's like for me. Let's get the moon crescent in here. Get that guy later. Doing this part first. Put that right there. And then, let's see. And then she did ask me to tell her about what brought me in there today. And I did. Best I could without rambling. But it turns out my rambling isn't just rambling. It's that part of what they're testing for is this amnesia thing and aphasia. And it's not like just losing, it's not as simple as losing my train of thought while I'm talking. It's like I thought it was just road hypnosis, especially when I was driving, obviously. Where you just sort of blank out. But I don't notice if I blank out. What I do notice is coming to and suddenly being aware of, like, oh God, I'm driving. What day is it? Where am I going? What the heck? Like, it's everything before it is sort of erased. Everything, like, anywhere from 3 seconds to 3 hours beforehand is gone. But I eventually recall it. And there have been times where I've had to just sort of pull over in a parking spot, somewhere safe, and gather my thoughts. Not anxiety or anything like that, just gathering my thoughts of what I'm doing, where I'm going. And however, I have been on a driving restriction since this EEG was ordered because they want to know, because we don't know yet if it's seizures or not seizures. But as of today, it turns out it's some type of seizures. They just don't know what yet. So tomorrow I'll be reaching out to both my physician and one of the neurologists I'm seeing to get their input on, hey, did these table of contents results mean... Yeah, see, I just blanked out. It's like someone just hit pause on my functions. Something about results. Does this result mean I am okay to drive, or I still should continue not to drive because I have a vague understanding of the message in the results that says, no, you should not be driving. We're going to go dark on that. Oh, I like this one. This is the Conte. Yeah. like the part that I'm having trouble processing. And I didn't expect myself to be totally understanding of it all today, the minute I got the results. Like, I know it's going to take a while to sink in because I definitely have a tendency to over worry and all this, and this is not the right paper. You can see all the bumps and all that, but that's cool. Blank. What was I saying? I don't know. Shit. See, I hate that. But it is late, too, for me. Time change exists. Doesn't help anything. Let's see if this changes the texture. I don't remember what I was saying a second ago, but this is actually, I'll take this as a podcast episode because this is like my own record of something I can go back and listen to and see if I can notice when the blankouts occur. Am I able to point them out? Is this just the paper? Messes. Oh. Just really not liking the paper. Yeah, that texture's throwing me off. What do I have up here that's like canvasy? I don't know. That's okay. Let's see how this white does. Oh, not bad. 1, 2. That's more like a cute angle. Yeah, this paper's enough to annoy me. Well, I do have an alternative. I just want to sandwich that in. Hold on. Okay, I'm not going to use the Conti. I am going to use... not the gray. I can't really see that. These are good. No. Okay, I'm sticking to only... Oh, hi, puppy. Who's that coming on my podcast? Hi, princess. You want to say hi to everybody? Everyone, this is Nova for now. We're not sure what her actual name is going to be yet. Hi, she hasn't told us. I know she's upside down. It's a weird angle. I'm almost done. I love you too. She's a beautiful girl. Yeah, I love you. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, Mr. Raccoon, let's see what we got. All right, so he's got these. Oh, I love the tail. It's just this poof of a tail. A little butt. Super fuzzy butt. You know what fuzzy butts are like, right, Nova? And just vague lines for toes. Little beans, raccoon beans. This guy. Walking. Let me do the body. Kind of hunched forward. No neck. Soft round ears. Flatter, flatter, flatter face. There you go. Good enough. Grabby hands. You guys remember the cartoon, The Raccoons? Cedric. It's a cool show. All these nice messages or something. I feel like it had some moral in every episode. So, define his smile a little bit more. There we go. General features. Gonna cap that. Trash panda. So cute. I have been so anxious about, not about getting the EEG, but the results of the EEG. Like, not having had the EEG done yet, but knowing it was coming. That was what I was anxious about. Like, I'm not worried about having the procedure. I wasn't worried about getting the results. I was just not comfortable with the fact that the results weren't recorded yet. Like, the event was not recorded yet. But as soon as I was done, it was like out of my hands. And not so round or scooped of a nose. Let's go a little bigger. Yeah, straighter out. There we go. And his tummy. As soon as it was done, I definitely calmed down quite a bit. It's been a really stressful couple of months with this looming over us. And my anxiousness was stressing out my poor husband, and that was triggering his anxiety, which triggered my anxiety, and it was just this beautiful vicious circle that just, like, it was just the gift that kept on giving. It sucked, but we're here, we're through it. Nice. These are some paint markers. Love it. Close enough. Oh, and as soon as the EEG was done, the woman was like, "Okay, we're all set. I have everything I need. Do you have any questions?" And then she flicks on the overhead fluorescent lights, and oh! And she's like, "Oh my gosh, sorry. I should have warned you." And then I'm like, "No, okay, no questions." And I'm like, "No, no questions. Thanks for everything." She's like, "Great. Do you have any plan? Are you all set for the holidays?" And I'm like, "What? What day is it? It's not even Halloween yet." But it's like mid-November now. And I'm like, "No." Thinking like, just trying to figure out if I'm having seizures or not. Like that's about it. But then she seemed just really chipper and happy to talk about, like, I got her whole life story as I was like getting off the gurney, as it were. She was a very, very nice woman. And now in hindsight, I'm realizing she understood that I was sleep deprived and probably not trying to be too chatty in the beginning. So, I'll take it. But just, it was like a cold water conversation after waking up. Yeah. This is starting to look like a mascot for a school. Whose colors are those? I hate it. I'm gonna put some more color in. Yeah, these are very specific saturated colors, but it'll work. Not quite what I thought. I think I really like pastel crayons, oil pastels, the most so far. This is going to be good for like clothes decorating when I'm doing the My Little Pony customs, but okay, so my plan moving forward. Yeah, this is just fucking episode E of the Dork List. Just needed to have some time with myself, I think, but why not share it? Just literally just sort of a garbage post, no pun intended, to just sort of get the wheels going again, just to get back in the habit of this. I have missed it and missed you guys. If anybody has experience with or questions about absence seizures, epilepsy, hit me up. I'd be really, really curious to hear what your experience is, or what your understanding of it is. I've used the silver one a lot. And I welcome any suggestions or input. Coffee okay? Wow, yeah, these particular markers. It's like Dwight would say, the overkill killer here. It's like, yeah, this is where we'll wind down with some pencil to ground it again. Maybe. Oh, wow, that does not, these do not coat well. These ones are better. Yeah, that's better. Interesting effect. Who's that? Hi, puppy, I'm coming. That's how a bill becomes a law. What just... Oh, you just flopped down so sleepy. I know, honey. Ew, that's my hair. That's somebody's hair. I am looking forward to... Oh, I still have to post. Okay, Erica. Reminder to actually post the video of D's for the Comfort Pile Cult with Black Sherry. And the video of it. Yeah, that's already up on Buzzsprout, but... And this video will be there too. I'll make sure to add a note that the video does not come in too handy for the audio version, but who cares? go. Let's do our moon here. God, medical stuff just sucks it out of you, doesn't it? Not even if it's just not worrying, it's just the waiting. And there's a lot of jokes out there about ADHD time math or girl time. It's fucking true. Look, if I have an 11 a.m. appointment that is going to keep me for 1 hour, but it's a half hour away, and my dogs eat lunch like clockwork at 12:30 every day, I have to make a plan for that so they don't get destructive while I'm gone, especially now that my husband has to drive me to all my appointments for the time being, or a friend or whatever. Well, actually, if it's just my husband driving me, then... Well, no, if it's not my husband driving me, he would be able to take care of the dogs, but that hasn't been the case yet. It's only been him so far. That might need to change. We'll see. Oh no, I never get to drive again. I don't like driving. But yeah, if I have to do that, that means I have to sort of split up their breakfast to be like a little bit snacky morning breakfast, and then a big, beautiful snack at lunchtime, like, what's the word? Brunch? Before I leave. But in order to make sure that's okay, I have to make sure they have all literally gone potty before, and that's like an hour-long event just to make sure they'd at least all be comfortable while I'm out. Because we do live in the boonies, or out in the sort of the sticks of things around here. I am not complaining, but I am. Because then I have to, like, previous to getting the dogs brunch ready to go, it's up to me to make sure I have had my meds. If I haven't had the meds yet, I have to, or if I'll be taking them during the appointment or at the appointment, or because it's all timed stuff. Then I need to actually, quite literally, what's the word? Pack snacks for me. But I have so many food allergies that I have to time it so they're not types of foods that I'll fall asleep during the appointment. Hi, baby. It's okay. Daddy's just taking the garbage out. And so now I'm back now. So I have to start prepping the snacks because I'm slow to process thoughts and feelings. Like packing a snack, not for fun purposes, but for, medical appointment purposes, that takes a lot more energy out of me than something else. So that's all you guys ever needed to know about me and my brain and packing snacks for a trip. And in conclusion, math is real hard sometimes. Time math is real. Because I do have to work backwards. And yes, I can't focus on anything else. Why? Because I have poor memory issues. It's just a garage door, honey. It's okay. I know you haven't heard it up here before, huh? Oh, sweet girl. Okay, this is as far as I can get. It's the Hornets color. What's Hornets? Is that a basketball team? I don't know. But hey, it's beautiful. I will auction this off for the Erica Coffee Fund. Oh, more so, let's get the new puppy some toys fund. But anyway, that's me and my raccoon on a wintry night. The raccoon stole the show here, but I loved it. Thanks for watching. See you in episode F, and never stop quitting. Or something. Be good.